So for our next lesson, we're going to go into writing linear equations, and we're going to start with equations in the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. You've seen that 10,000 times. Shouldn't be an issue. Biggest one, the question you can't get wrong in a test, part of your homework tomorrow and things that will be on a test are simply writing an equation where you're given the slope and the y-intercept. And so you need to be able to identify that the slope is the m value, the y-intercept is the b value, and you simply plug into the equation, giving you an equation like y equals negative 2x plus 5. So that is an actual test question, and that is one that you absolutely cannot get wrong. That is just knowing the parts of an equation and how they work. When asked to write an equation from a graph, we simply look to find those exact same values. We're looking for our y-intercept and we're looking for our slope. The y-intercept is usually the easiest to find, and so we go ahead and just find where does our graph hit the y-axis. In this example on the right, we see that there's a red dot there where it hits the y-axis at 3, so there's our y-intercept at 3. And then our next point where it clearly hits is 1, 1, so our slope is down 2 over 1, so our slope is negative 2. So therefore, to write the equation, we plug in our slope of negative 2 and our y-intercept of 3, giving us equation y equals negative 2x plus 3. Our third way we're going to write equations is going to be writing an equation from a table, where we're given an xy table such as the one here. And in order to write our equation, again, we're going to use y equals mx plus b, where we have to be able to look at the table and identify our slope, look at the table and identify the y-intercept, and plug those values into an equation. So if you look at the table, our y values go 7, 4, 1. So that's a continuous pattern of going down 3. So our change in y is negative 3. Our change in x goes from negative 4 to negative 2 to 0. So that's up 2 each time. So our change in x is 2. So our slope becomes negative 3 halves. So we plug into our equation y equals negative 3 halves x. Then, in order to find our y-intercept, we have a y-intercept of 1. And as you can see there, we have a little bit of a typo here, and I accidentally wrote in 2. So let's go ahead and fix that. Our y-intercept is always the point when x is 0, what is y? In this case, when x is 0, y is 1. So that gives us a y-intercept of 1. So our final equation is y equals negative 3 halves x plus 1. So tomorrow in class we'll spend some time writing linear equations using y equals mx plus b, given a point, given a slope and a y-intercept, given a graph, and given a table. You're going to have to be able to come up with the equations. We'll see you tomorrow.